well, Brighton were quick to recognise your talent and chose to bring you to the club. How did you hear about the move to Brighton, and what do you remember about that time, Craig?
So my agent kind of just called me and just said like we've got this going on. We've got this club interested. It's Brighton. Obviously, I knew about Brighton and stuff like that because we played against them that season, and they were by far the best team in the league. And he kind of explained like they're building something. They've going into a new ground. They're looking to build a new training ground in the future. So it might be worth just having a chat to them and seeing what they want to do. So I went and spoke to Gus Poyet for about 2-3 hours and just had a real good chat with him, and he explained everything that they wanted to do, the direction the club was going in, how I fitted into the plans, and how they wanted to play. And yeah, it sounded amazing. It sounded like a club that was really going for it. Like the owner was backing them. The owner had put serious money into the squad, serious money into the ground. Like he's probably one of the best chairman I've ever come across with how he perceives things and how he looks at running a football club. And obviously you can see how that is now with Brighton. So it was exciting because they had a real trajectory, a real plan of where they wanted to go.
Yeah, yeah. Was that normal? Because obviously you've signed for a few different clubs before. It just made me smile when you said you spoke to Gus for 2 or 3 hours because his nickname at Chelsea was for radio, wasn't it? Because he talks so much. Was it normal to be able to talk to a manager when you're signing for a club, or was that just Gus Poyet all over the fact that you spoke to him for 3 hours on that
Yeah,
occasion?
I think that was more Gus and who he was. Obviously, when I joined like Peterborough and Dagenham, I talked to the managers, but not as in length as he was, and not as in depth of like what he was hoping to achieve and what he wanted from me and what he could provide for me. So we had a lot of say chat about my game and all of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So quite in depth. So it was nice. It was nice to be feel wanted and someone really take the time to look at your game and realize what that you could bring to the team.
Yeah. Was it also helpful because obviously Gus Poyet as a player was a phenomenal striker himself. Was it helpful having a manager that played in your position so that they can sort of almost give you that sort of niche advice and mentoring, or does it not really matter?
Um, we didn't. He didn't give me too much at the club. To be honest, like, I knew like obviously what he'd done in the past. He never really got too involved in the specifics. It was more like that. He'd do the whole team stuff, and then you had Tano and you had like Charlie Oatway and stuff like that who would do the more specific stuff. Obviously, he had a good idea of what a forward should be doing. So there was bits here and there. Obviously, when you're playing and you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, he'd tell you. But nothing, never anything too much.